Radio अपना फ्रैंकफर्ट दिल से देता है. Hello everyone, I'm Raman from Apna Frankfurt, and today I have a very special guest with us. Amanda, she is the communication manager for the FrankfurtRheinMain International Office. It is so good to connect with you, Amanda. Thanks a lot for taking out the time for us.
Sure. Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me with Apna Frankfurt. My name's Amanda Ive. I have been in the Frankfurt-Rheinmain region for 13 years now. Before that, I was living in Switzerland, and I've lived in a few other countries, but basically this is the country I have lived in for the longest since I left my home country, Ireland, quite a few years ago. So this is one of the best places to live, in my opinion. And I work for the FrankfurtRheinMain International Office. I am responsible for communications there. And the office has been going for 3 years now. And basically we help people who are new to the region.
Oh, sounds good. And I mean, I have seen the website and I'm very excited about the interview ahead. I am pretty sure the viewers and listeners are going to unlock a new source of information for them through this interview. Yep.
Certainly. Certainly.
Sure. So with that, let me jump into my first question. What is FrankfurtRheinMain International Office all about? What are the functions that the organization carries?
Well, when people come to the region, normally they're quite confused. They're a little bit lost. They don't really know where to go, what to do first, where to register, how to find a job. And one of the problems is that everything is in German. So we have information in German and in English, and our services are free of charge. We're part of the Frankfurt-Rheinmain Regional Authority. We're a government agency, and we basically are the first point of contact for newcomers to the region and for potential newcomers to the region. And we give newcomers an initial orientation and point them in the right direction for other services. So we basically cater to whatever their needs are.
Super. And I mean, that's something very, very important for the expats, knowing that Frankfurt-Rheinmain region itself has a lot of opportunities for the expats.
Yes.
So with that, actually, it becomes a very, very important organization. And somewhere I would say also very close to the aim of Apna Frankfurt, because we are also with the same goal, let us say, that we want to help the expats feel at home. That's what we stand
Definitely.
for. Right.
Definitely. That's really important to us, that people feel welcome here when they come here, and that they feel at home, and also that they make the region their home, because it's such a great place to live. A lot of people come here and they come for a short period of time and end up staying and never turn back.
Yeah. No, one of them being me. That's one of the examples
yes,
that we
and
have.
me.
Right. All right. So with that, I mean, first of all, thanks for sharing those details with us. Now that automatically brings me to my next question. What are the typical questions that people ask your organization?
Well, the questions can be divided into 4 main categories. They ask about arriving in the region. So they ask about entrance requirements. They ask about where to get a visa, how to get a visa, where they have to register. And they also ask about learning German, where to take German courses. Then they ask questions about working, where to find a job. Can they find a job where they can just speak English, or do they need German? And also where to find where they can have their qualifications recognized, because for some jobs that's quite important. Then for studying, they'll ask about the various options they have, about the admissions requirements. And we also tell them about vocational training courses, because that is something that is quite not well known in the expat community, that there are a lot of small and medium-sized companies here in the region who have a lot of jobs in certain sectors. And vocational training is sometimes a very good option, or jobs requiring a vocational training qualification. So that's the studying section. And then living, of course. Everybody has questions about living, whether they have come for a job, whether they are coming to study, or whether they already have a job. They ask about where to live. If you're new here, you don't really know the different areas. We also have information on the website on the rent index, so people can see which areas are more expensive, less expensive. And they ask about the healthcare system, how that works, because it's obviously very different in every country, and schooling. Some people are interested in the local schools, others are interested in bilingual and international schools, and bilingual and multilingual childcare. So those are the main questions that people tend to ask.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you also mentioned one challenge earlier, which is about the language. I mean, it takes time definitely to learn the language. And when you're a newcomer, when you're an
Yes.
expat getting into the region, you definitely can make use of such a help. So, I mean, I would like to repeat.
Yeah.
So be the questions around arriving, getting around the visas, getting to know the offices, even working or training needs, studying needs,
Yes.
and living needs. I mean, all questions around these topics can always be addressed to Frankfurt-Rheinmain International Office, and you will get support in German and in English language, and that also free
That's
of cost,
right.
right?
That's right. And we also speak a few other languages.
Super. So with that,
Yeah.
a big opportunity for all of us, especially as expats who want to know the region better and who want to know how to do the things right, right? So Frankfurt-Rheinmain International Office is your contact point. Well, with that, let me move on to my next question. Now, you help the international community in settling down in Frankfurt-Rheinmain region. So what are the greatest challenges, according to you, for the newcomers in this region?
Definitely the German language. I think that is one of the biggest challenges, because a lot of people underestimate how important it is to speak German or speak some German. You basically need it, you may need it for work. Some jobs may even require German. Even if your job is in English, the company language may be in German, or you may need German to communicate with some of your colleagues. So German is definitely the biggest challenge. And also meeting other people. Because when people come here, one of the things that they want to do is they want to settle in, they want to integrate, and they also want to make friends and meet other people. That would be one of the other challenges. And there, we are one of the co-organizers with about 7 other organizations of the International Stammtisch, which takes place once a month on a Monday, the first Monday of the month generally, from September to June. And there you can meet other expats and Germans who are interested in meeting expats.
Oh, super. So,
Yeah.
and with all these areas, actually, you are helping the expats by helping them identify which is the German language school around them, how they can participate there.
That's correct.
Yeah. So they,
yes.
I mean, not just knowing the importance, but also giving them the solution, like how they can basically
That's
educate
right.
themselves, how they can
That's right.
take themselves further in this direction. No, thank you. Thank you for doing that. With that, now next question. Now, I mean, with all this interesting information that you have shared, the natural next question is, if people want to inform them about all these offerings and want to know more about this, where can they find more information on this?
Well, we have a website. It's called finditinfrm.de. And on our website, we have the different sections that I mentioned. So arriving, working, studying, living, and we also have discovering, because when people come here, they want to know what they can do in the region. Some people just know the larger cities like Frankfurt, Wiesbaden, or Darmstadt, for example, but there is much more to the region than just the large cities. There is so much to do here, and we have some information on that. So even if some of your listeners have been here for a while, they might discover a few new things to do. Yeah. If they go to our website. Yes, and also we have an interactive map. So if you, on the front page, if you go to the interactive map, you can search in your language. For example, you can select English and then look for various things like the immigration offices or German courses where you can have your qualifications recognized, international schools. There are quite a few different services on there. And we also have PDFs that you can download. So a PDF, for example, of housing abbreviations, because if you look at a housing ad in German, it's a little confusing what the abbreviations mean. And we have that in German and English. We also have lists of international and bilingual schools and childcare and various other services.
That sounds amazing. So I mean, for everyone, once again, I would repeat, the website is finditinfrm.de. Please visit the website. Yes. The information is available in German as well as in English. And from there, you can also actually contact the organization. There is a contact us form You can fill out that form directly. You will get the answer from the organization, from authentic authorities, right information. And I think that's also an important point to mention here. Yeah. With that, well, thanks, Amanda, for your time with us today. Any final message from you for our viewers and listeners?
Well, if you're not in the region, come to the Frankfurt-Rheinmain region. I know you have some listeners who are a little further afield, so it's a great place to live, as I said before. We think it's Germany's best place, and it's certainly one of the best places I've lived. I've lived in a few different countries. And if you are already in the region, keep up the German. Very important, and find your future in FRM.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Amanda, for sharing all those wonderful details with us. I mean, it's a reminder to everyone, do connect with FrankfurtRheinMain International Office. The website, once again, I would mention, it's www.finditinfrm.de, and do visit the website, inform yourself, contact the organization, schedule a free appointment with them, talk to them. Information available, again, even consultation available in multiple languages, including German and English. So do make use of this great offering for all of you. With that, I would like to thank you again, Amanda, for your time, and we definitely will stay in touch.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
अपना फ्रैंकफर्ट